the agenda pertains to the Planning and Zoning Board and Board of Adjustment. Mr. Jimmy Cherry serves on seat 1 of the Zoning Board, and his term currently runs through the first week in August. He has expressed a willingness to continue to serve for another 3-year term, and he has been a faithful member, engaged and respected among his peers. So I recommend a reappointment of Jimmy Cherry to continue in seat 1 of the Planning and Zoning Board from August 23 through August of 26.
Question.
Sure.
What are those members on that board? Are they from each district? Each district have a representation?
There's no requirement that's been adopted for representation by district because there's 7 members. However, I can say that when I started 15 years ago, we had only 2 council districts represented out of the 5 because they were clustered in certain areas for whatever reason. And as resignations happened, we did accomplish, and I think it was maybe not necessarily by code requirement, but just an intent and a good practice, we accomplished a good spread of the residences for the board members to be pretty much scattered around the city in different areas. So that's something that I think was discussed many years ago, that certain districts wanted to be sure they had somebody from that geographic area that would represent on it. So like we have 7 members in 5 districts, so there's always usually a couple of districts that have 1 or 2 extra, but we don't have that unbalance that we did, back in the past.
And how long has he served?
He's served a few terms already.
A few terms.
Well, they're 3-year terms, so I don't have the appointment date in front of me, but I know he's been on there like 5 or 6 years, I would say.
We currently have a vacancy.
And we currently have a vacancy. So
You got a vacancy and you got a reappointment, that's what you're saying?
yeah, they're on separate cycles. So out of the 7 members, there's always 2 every year that come up for some kind of consideration. And then 1 year out of the 3-year cycle, there'll be 3 members. So we had 2 this year. One is Mr. Cherry, the other one was Ms. Pruitt, that's no longer on the board, and so that's the vacancy that we currently have. That's actually also being advertised.
She resigned.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't have a representation from district 1 then. She's not on the board.
Right.
I motion to table this, see if somebody's interested from district number 1.
I will offer that the danger in holding up progress is that we've had situations in the past where we haven't been able to achieve a quorum because there's times when folks are out of town, medical issues, pandemic-related issues, whatever. And so, because we already have 1 vacancy, I would hate to have another one, and then I gotta have a developer coming in and with an important meeting, and then that leaves the city with a black mark, to not fulfill our requirements. So I just offer that is, it's a little more heavily weighted than a lot of the other boards because these kinds of development.
Well, we still have another opening.
They gotta move fast.
We still have another opening, so.
Yeah, we have another opening. Anyway, that's all I got for you.
So,
Okay.
He made a motion, so he would either carry through with it or have him withdraw it and deal with it.
I will.
Later time.
I will withdraw that table, that motion
okay.
for the reappointment of Mr. Chair.
There was no second. So
There was no second.
Right.
Okay, so we've had heard the recommendations of staff. What's the wishes of the board?
I offer motion to approve the reappointment of Mr. Jimmy Cherry to continue to serve in seat 1 of the planning and zoning board.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and second. Any further discussion? All in favor? Opposed?
Hey,
3-1. And we still have an opening, right? So
Yep.
do we post that?
It's been advertised for the last few weeks. We're running it another few weeks.
Okay.
And we'll continue to advertise and post it out there until we get some applicants that we can bring forward.
excuse me, that posting will end for this vacancy, will end before the next meeting?
Yes, the current ad we have will run for the next 2 weeks. If we don't receive any applications, we'll renew the ad because we need to keep it out there. But if we receive some applications that we can bring to the next council meeting, we certainly will.
Carl?
Okay, that's last. Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Got a motion? And second. All in favor?
All right.